Afe tu. Kitu alinifanyia ufanyii binadamu. Nilipatana na video ingine anasema ati we got over sijui what, sijui tulielewana wapi. Hiyo ni kitu mtu anaweza get over. Kuwekwa uchi yako online. I have never gotten over that shit. I will never get over it. Na Big Daddy ni mtu ningewish asafa slowly. Yani a slow painful death. Yeah, hiyo ndio ninamwish from the bottom of my heart. A slow painful. Wezi recover na sitawahi recover. That was the most embarrassing and the most painful thing mtu anaweza fanyia mwenzake. Without that person's knowledge, without that person's agreement, without huyo mwanaume nastaki hata kuferaka. Yani asafa kabla dedi. Hiyo ndio wishi yangu kwake. You don't do that to anybody. Na hakuna kitu nilimkosea guys. Hakuna kitu nilimkosea. Mimi nilishtuka tu kuma yangu iko online. And I didn't even know he recorded me. I didn't even know. So, nilikutana na video ingine leo, sijui akiongea ati we got over that shit. Mwambieni, I will never get over that shit. And he is the last person I can ever forgive when I am still breathing and alive on this earth. And all I can wish him is a slow, painful suffering on this earth. Kama bado ako hai. Yeye pamoja na clan yake yote. His children, his wives, his everything. I can never forgive such a person. Never. And it is not funny. Mpatieni hiyo salamu, mwambieni it was not funny and it has never been funny. And it will never be funny. And I wish him the worst with all his everything on the face of this earth. That was not fun, guys. When two women come to lure a fellow woman into something like that, that was not fun. And do you know why I am wishing the entire family that? Because the women were involved. They were involved. That is why I am including them. Plus, tumbo zao. Zile vitu wamezaa. Lazima zitasafa. You don't do that. You don't lure a fellow woman into doing that. You don't. And they did. So, kwa hiyo suffering ya Big Daddy, ninawa include. Mabibi na watoto. Takataka yote ya Big Daddy. Na ingiza hapo ndani. Alafu unaona mtu anachukua hiyo video tena analeta kwa TikTok. Ati anatafuta nayo views. Are people sick?
Good morning, my people. Good afternoon, good evening from wherever you're watching from. Guys, first of all, I want to thank you all for the prayers. Those who have called me, those who have texted, those who have checked on me time to time. I really appreciate it. You know, most of you have been asking questions that I can't answer because personally, I've also been confused with this situation. Because I was normal until that morning I had a seizure. I was rushed to the emergency room. They were able to stabilize the situation, and then again, they transferred me to a different hospital where they were assuming that everything should be taken care of. Guys, I've been here for almost a week, and funny thing, the procedure has been taking place from one thing to another. I've done a couple of tests, I've done blood tests, I've gone through MRI, I've gone through CT scan. And yesterday night, they forced me again to do another CT scan because they were not sure of the results that they were getting. They were kind of doubting if they should do another procedure called bronchoscopy, the lung thing. But unfortunately, they ruled out that it wasn't necessary. So they pushed me back to the MRI last night, which I did yesterday. And this morning they come with the shocking news. They're coming with the news concluding that I have to do a biopsy. They're saying that there's something in my brain that needs to be taken care of. And from my understanding is they haven't walked me through it yet, but they're telling me there's a needle that has to, it's like they're drilling my head. Pull that needle, suck those blood clots that are in my brain, and it's the only way they can take those bloods out, because if it's still there, it means I'm still going to face those series of seizure from time to time. So the doctors have concluded I've been having a lot of doctors coming in. I have infectious disease doctor, I have normal doctors, I have brain specialist, and so I think they all called themselves for a meeting. They decided that we have to do a biopsy to be able to help the situation. So yeah, my people, I'm urging you all to keep me in your prayers. You know, it's been a sad week for me, man. Staying at the hospital, dealing with each and a different problem at the same time has been so scary. But as you all know, as strong as I've always been, it's such a point where, you ask yourself, why me? Scary things all the time, serious health issues. So now I'm scheduled for this biopsy, which will happen either tomorrow or the day after tomorrow. And I just ask you, my TikTok families, remember me in your prayers. No man is an island. This is that moment that I call for peace, supporting help, mostly prayers, man. They say in prayer and supplication everything is possible. So I call on you, my people, my TikTok family. Remember me in your prayers. Say a word or two. When you're saying a word of prayer somewhere, whisper to God that this gentleman is requesting for a prayer as you get prepared for this procedure that has to go through a man's hands. So yeah, it's been tough, man. It's been a tough week for me. Most of you might not know, I come here, joke, laugh, talk about it funnily, but it's been a really rough for me health-wise. Maybe my looks might not show it. If you see me, any other person would think it's a normal thing. It's not. It's been a lot of tests. It's been a lot of blood being drawn every morning. Like every morning, they have to withdraw blood in my body to take them for a test. I'm always having the IVs in my hands. I always have that IV running. Those are one of the meds that I have every day, but that one I'm taking through IV. So finally, they concluded that biopsy is the last option to all this that is happening to my body. So mine is just to request you all to keep me in your prayers, and we leave the rest to God. So guys, pray. Say a prayer for a brother. A prayer can move a mountain. As we get ready to prepare to do things that are made with the hands of God and with the hands of man, we leave the rest to God. So remember the word and say a word of prayer for a brother.